Car company execs don't know what to call it yet. They just know this mystery solution will be in high demand in the next decade. For the moment, let's call it an all-in-one box. Next to a battery breakthrough, it has the greatest potential for making plug-ins and pure electric vehicles more affordable. Today, we have a series of separate boxes, all connected by expensive, large, high-power cables, each with separate cooling connections. In the future, you could put all of that into one box. That could include a DC-DC converter, an onboard charger, a DC fast charger, an inverter, and an HV distribution system. Delphi Technologies has already started down that path, with a combined inverter and DC-DC converter already in production.
They want to use that installed capacity, use that existing design, and electrify it. So what does it take? You need an electric motor that's sized properly to be able to propel that vehicle on its own. And then you need the controls, and the controls are the power electronics. And so they're looking for creative ways to package all of this requirements for electrified vehicles in that same space. They're pulling us in 5 years ahead of SOP. They're talking through, here's what we think we need to do for this vehicle. This is our desire for the electrified option, the size of the motor, the size of the battery, and what do you think from power electronics? How should we package it?
A number of car companies want all this put into a single box, made compact, and hidden away within the vehicle.
Where do you package the DC to DC converter and the inverter? Well, it might be right on the side wall of the engine in a very tight, small space. It could be on the electric motor. It could be right on the transmission. You can actually hang your inverter control right over the motor and connect directly.
The big payoff here is cost savings. You can save $1,000 on high voltage wiring. It is the quickest, most obvious way car companies are going to make these propulsion systems affordable.
So why don't we just do that? What's the problem? Well, the problem is some inverters have 2 and 3 electrical circuit boards that have 500 to 1,500 electrical components. And so packaging electronics close to the point of operation in high temperature, high vibration, fluids, salts, not to mention all the engine fluids that might splash on it, and have it survive over the life of the vehicle, that's not a small feat.
With 25 years experience, Delphi Technologies has a head start on the competition in automotive electrification and isn't trying to adapt stationary or industrial power electronics to an automotive application.
Let's put multiple power electronic functionality, so an inverter, a DC to DC converter, let's put that in the same box. They have great thermal management, an ability to understand how to populate boards and design them in a fashion that they can withstand all of that automotive harshness. That's what we call automotive grade.
This electronic packaging may not have an agreed upon industry name, but it most definitely will be the differentiator in the next decade of automotive propulsion.